On today's show, we take a look into how one local business has a unique style and is bringing them success.
And Anica is in studio giving information on Nike's lawsuit against the new Satan shoe.
And Juan Duron is in studio highlighting baseball's second straight shutout. These stories and more coming up on this edition of HTN Daily.
Good afternoon, Blue Hawks. I hope you all are doing well, whether in person or online. Live from Studio 1060, I'm Choice Murphy.
And I'm Grant Johnson.
Many basketball fans were excited as March Madness came to a close last night with Baylor taking home the win. Due to the pandemic, the basketball season was canceled mid-year, and speaking of cancellations, the STAR test was canceled for freshmen today due to technical difficulties.
That's right, Troyce. Today was a dreaded day for many students as the first STAR tests were administered across the state for freshmen. Well, kind of. This morning, testing kicked off for the English 1 test at around 8:30, but shortly after, students encountered issues with connecting to the ETS software. Prosper ISD found out that they were not alone, and most regions of the state had the same issues. At 10:17 this morning, the TEA instructed Prosper ISD in a statement that reads, "If your students have been able to access the test, they should continue testing. If your students have not been able to access the test, they should be dismissed from testing until the issue has been resolved." The TEA just released an additional statement to media outlets that states that online testing originally scheduled for this week will resume tomorrow. However, no instruction has been published about what will happen to the students who did not get to test today. We'll keep you up to date on all developments on our social media pages. Nominations for Prom King and Queen opened this morning and will remain open until this Friday. Get your votes in by going to rockhill.votingforschools.com. A new business across the street from campus has just opened their doors and is letting students say hello to Boba with unique drinks. Bo Cormican headed there to see what the hype is all about.
Hello Boba is a local drink shop just across the street from Rock Hill High School. This second location to open is riding on the success of the main store, which has an unusual approach to the drinking experience.
Beyond the tea and the drinks, it was the environment, the vibe, the communal feel to the place that was what got me into it. A place for people to just come in as a family and relax. At the island location, which we will eventually do here, we have games. People can come play games as family, play Monopoly, play Scrabbles, even play video games. And that's really the concept that got me into it. And eventually we'll get that over here too.
The business and its owner, a former IT consultant, have shifted their model to a larger experience for the customer.
Hello Boba, it's all about the customer experience. It's about the environment. It's about a place for people to feel comfortable. It's beyond the drink. Our drinks are great. I'm willing to say we have the best bubble tea around, which is why our customers keep coming back.
The atmosphere of the shop is modern, fast-paced, and full of good vibes, as employees describe it.
It's like teens, 20s, like, you know, very vibe-ish. I don't know how to say it other than it's a big vibe, like very nice, very young adult. It's either chill or very busy, like the pops, like the rushes are insane. So the vibe is either very chillax, you can hear the conversation, or you can't, and you're in and out.
For HTN Daily, I'm Bo Cormican.
Popular artist Lil Nas X released shoes recently, but they're stirring up a little bit of controversy. Hankey's in studio for this Rock Hill Report.
Musician Lil Nas X has released shoes and they have landed him a lawsuit with Nike. The company that he partnered with is calling these the Satan shoes, and each shoe contains a drop of blood drawn from employees within the sole. These shoes include satanic details and are modified Nikes from the company Mischief. Nike responded to these shoes and are claiming they have nothing to do with them. Nike has now filed a lawsuit for copyright infringement and has asked the court to order Mischief to permanently stop fulfilling orders for the unauthorized Lil Nas X Satan shoes. NBC The Voice is saying thank you next to Judge Nick Jonas and welcoming Grammy Award winner Ariana Grande to the show. Grande will be a judge on season 21 and announced the news via Twitter saying, quote, "Surprise, I am beyond thrilled, honored, and excited to be joining Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, and Blake Shelton next season." After the discontinuation of GMC Hummers in 2010, these unique SUVs have slowly disappeared from the roads, but now they are officially coming back. The 2021 Hummer is here and is all electric. This vehicle is being offered as a pickup truck this year and an SUV later in 2023. This truck will include some high technology and a 300-mile range, but with this comes the $110,000 price tag. That's all for this Rock Hill Report. Stay up to date by following our social media pages at Rock Hill Media. Back to you, Troyce.
Thank you, Anica. Today happens to be National Student Athlete Day, and Juan Duron is here to tell you about how athletes in softball and baseball are doing in districts in today's season pass.
Thank you, Troyce. Softball started out their second round of district strong by beating Sherman Bearcats 12-0. Jolie Mallon went 4 for 4 in hits with 5 RBIs, and Taylor Hagan threw a 2-hit shutout. And boys baseball had their second straight shutout, beating Princeton 8-0 with Josh Livingston hitting a 7th home run of the season. And finally, track had their district meet and pulled away with a 3rd place finish overall, with multiple students moving on to area. Aiden Houston, Parker Sines, Omar Williams, and Hatham Fotes all got the 1st place finish in the 4x400. Kirsten Tao and Alexis Svoboda won 2nd in the 1600 and are moving on to area. Gabriel De La O breaks the school record and runs the 1600 in 4 minutes and 28 seconds and is also moving on to area. Jordan Edwards, Shiloh Brooks, Veronica Coley, and Kai Lewis took 3rd place in the 4x400 and are all moving on to area. Kai Lewis is a District 10-5A champion in the 400-meter run. Stephen Woody won 3rd place in the 110-meter hurdles and is advancing to area. Jordan Edwards is a District 10-5A champion in the 100-meter hurdles. Samuel Knight took 3rd place and Parker Sines took 2nd in the 800-meter run and are both advancing to area. And finally, Tyler Wiley moves on to the area with his 4th place finish in the discus throw. That's all for today's season pass. Back to you guys.
That's all for today's show. For HTN Daily, I'm Grant Johnson.
And I'm Troyce Murphy. Mask up and rock on.